Good afternoon. In this video, we are going to discuss the central nervous system of mites. But before that, I am going to ask you first what is mite. So, in here, why mites is any of numerous species of tiny arthropods that are members of mite and ticks under the subclass Acari or class Arachnida that live in a wide range of habitats, including brackish water, freshwater, hot springs, soils, plants, and animals as parasites, including human. So, yung mga mites is they live in a wide range of habitats na pwede silang manirahan dun sa water, freshwater, hot spring, soils, plants, at as parasites in human or in animals. Scientists estimate that at least by 45,000 and possibly as many as 48,000 different species of mites have been described. So mahigit 45,000 and possibly as many as 40,000 different species yung mga na-describe or described ng mga scientists. Next is that mites are very small. They are small, often microscopic in size. The smallest is about 0.004 inches and the longest is about 0.25 inches. They usually have 4 pairs of legs. They have a simple unsegmented body plan. So that is mites. So we're going. Next is the central nervous system of mites. So, ang central nervous system of mites is composed of ganglionic mass or ganglion brain that surrounds the esophagus. The ganglionic mass is divided by the esophagus into two regions. So, yung ganglionic mass is na-divide siya ng two regions. Ito yung una is yung pre-esophageal or the supra-esophageal. And then, yung pangalawa is that yung post-esophageal or sub-esophageal. Yung pre-esophageal region is it innervates the protoreceptors and ignatosoma. Tapos yung post-esophageal region, it innervates the remaining parts of the body. So, mites and ticks are also possess a variety of sensory structures on their surface similar to sensory structure in insects. This is by Albert and Cocker. So, the central nervous system, next is the central nervous system. The general morphology of the central nervous system is analyzed in intact females of the predatory mite, Phytociolus persimilis. So, ito naman yung morphology of the central nervous system ng intact females of predatory mite, which is Phytociolus persimilis. That is under Acari Phytocidae. So, gumamit sila ng nucleic acid level open parenthesis UU-1 close parenthesis and on focal laser scanning microscopy. So, the stomata of all cells that comprise the ganglion reside in the cortex. And the cortex harbor an estimated total of 10,000 cells. The somata are densely packed in the cortex, and cells residing in the inner cortex may only occupy about 1.8 micron. As in all arachnida, the ganglion is divided in a sub and supraesophageal nervous mass. So, ito yung sabi natin kanina na yung ganglion or ganglionic mass is nahati sa dalawang region. So, it is divided in a sub and a supraesophageal nervous mass. So, both the cortex and the neuropil appear continuous between these two nervous masses. So, yung parehong cortex and yung cortex at yung neuropil is nag-appear siya continuously sa gitna ng sub and supraesophageal nervous masses. So, the sub-esophageal nervous mass mainly consists of the four paired pedal ganglia that are each associated with a leg. So, yung sub-esophageal nervous mass is nagko-consist ng four pair pedal ganglia that are each associated with a leg. The prominent olfactory lobes are ventrally associated with the first pedal ganglia. So, a small opisthosomal ganglion occupies the most caudal part of the sub-esophageal ganglion, and the rostral part of the supraesophageal nervous mass consists of the paired cheliceraal and palpal ganglia. So, the supraesophageal ganglion is the largest ganglion in the supraesophageal nervous mass, and unlike all other ganglia, it is not associated with any of the major nerves. It is therefore more likely involved in secondary information processing. So, next is the general morphology of the ganglion of Phytosciolus persimilis. So, ito yung morphology ng ganglion of Phytosciolus persimilis. So, dito makikita na sa E part, yung nasa taas is the lateral view of ganglion, yung nasa taas yung A part. Tapos sa B part, sa letter B part naman is yung dorsal view, ay yung ventral view. Tapos yung sa letra C is the dorsal view of ganglion. So, the ganglion surrounds the esophagus. So, the ganglion sabi natin kanita na yung ganglion it surrounds the esophagus. So, makikita natin doon sa picture sa lateral ng yung AS, which is the esophagus, it surrounds the esophagus. Yes. And then the supraesophageal nervous mass is comprised of the supraesophageal ganglion or the SG. Sa taas sa lateral view is makikita natin yung SJ sa sa upper part of the AS. And the supraesophageal nervous mass is comprised of the supraesophagus ganglion, SG yun, and the cheliceraal ganglion is G. And the supraesophageal ganglion contains the columnary structure, CS. The palpal ganglia or PG are located between the supra and the subesophageal nervous masses. The subesophageal nervous mass contains the pedal ganglia, or the open parenthesis PD-1 to PD-4, and the sub-esophageal ganglion OG, and yes, in the sub-esophageal ganglion OG. The olfactory lobes, or open OL and close parenthesis, are located ventrally, related to the first pedal ganglia PD-1. So, makikita dun sa picture yung mga short terms of parts ng singalayon or ng morphology of the singalayon Phytosiolus persemilis. So this is the reference. Central Nervous System of Mites by Judelyn Matias, BC 3E. Thank you.